Fashion.
Hello everybody and welcome to my channel where we take old clothes and make it fashion. So, almost wanted to say we're gonna get inspired by, but to be honest, we're gonna just shamelessly rip off a high-end designer brand again. This time this brand is called Kepler London. You might not have heard of this brand, but they're doing like amazing knitwear. And their kind of signature thing is that all the seams are somewhat deconstructed and basically embroidered together with yarn. Used to be actually also my thing back in the day on the academy. If you're like dirty rich, please buy their clothes. It's really beautiful and they're independent designers, so they always can use a little support. If you're still not rich, like me, keep watching. So I got this old shirt from my roommate and it's kind of a beautiful knitted quality in black. So exactly what we need. Oh my god! The whole WTF. So change of plans. Okay, confession, I never darned a hole to be honest. So I thought darning a hole easy. Turns out not really. Problem with my hole mainly was that it was getting bigger. It's like, you know, the black hole. And I already forgot, but you best put a round object underneath. So I thought this big soup spoon was perfect. Turns out it was not. That thing was just too big to handle. It was a pain in the ass. So I switched to this kind of sieve thing and that did the job. So then I just continued making the horizontal lines. On the way I just tried to pick up some extra stitches in case, you know, things are unraveling. I don't know if this is the official way, guys. If you really want to learn darning perfectly, don't watch this video. Just no. I already feel like it's gonna be a little bit of a Instagram versus reality situation, but we continue bravely. When the horizontal lines are finished, I just weave in my vertical threads going underneath the one thread and then the next one going above and so on 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 and so on. I might as well just crop it. Fun fact, I also think this is not the right yarn because it's industrial sewing machine yarn. So you can fixate the threads by going a couple of times back and forth with some stitches, or you just make a little knot on the inside. Then you can press the mend darn lightly. Don't go too hard on your knitwear because you don't want to flatten the fabric itself. So please let me know in the comments if you've darned a hole before and if you've got some tips and tricks for it. Okay, so let's go finally to the next step.
One eternity later. 12 seconds later.
My mind can only think of chocolate. Do you know that, Moon? Gonna make some markings to basically figure out what is the middle. Wow, I'm a genius. So my shirt is a little bit too wide. You definitely want it to be body tight, of course. So that means we have enough space to make this visible dart in the front and in the back. So I'm gonna make some markings with my chalk in the middle. About 10 centimeters of space I'm gonna take out in the middle, front and back. And I'm also gonna make some markings already where I'm gonna stitch. Then I'm gonna go to my never-ending red yarn. Let's be honest, guys, this is absolutely not the perfect yarn for today. However, it's the best I had. So I'm carefully gonna fixate my thread in the fabric and then just basically stitch from one side to the other side in a backwards manner. So my stitches are about, well, 3/4 of a centimeter, like quite large, because I don't want them to be too small, because then I might accidentally pull little loops in the knitwear. And then on the top I'm gonna just carefully fixate again. So I'm gonna cut open the side seams and cut out the sleeves, and you guys, it's a miracle. I happen to have stretchable interfacing at home. Unfortunately it's white, but I'm thinking at this point that that's not gonna be a problem. But hey, there's my little doggos! Coco, Carl and Chanel, making sure everything runs smoothly and that there's no intruders today. Thank you, darling! I'm just gonna iron all my stretchable interfacing on the edges to give it a little bit more body, prevent it from fraying. Wrong side. Do some I'm just gonna make nice and clean edges on the serger. If you don't have one, you can just cut nicely and do a zigzag stitch. So I'm already gonna pre-fold all the edges with my iron so that all the interfacing is covered and it's easier to sew later.
Several song-filled hours later.
So for the sleeves I'm doing exactly the same, just folding in a little bit less because it's very round. So yeah, if you have black interfacing, it's better to do it on a black shirt, of course. For the ironing, it didn't peek so through, but now I see a little bit that there's white interfacing in there. So now I'm just gonna hem all the edges with a small zigzag stitch. You might want to check if it's really stretching enough. So I'm just gonna lightly press the edges again. I'm gonna close the side seams first now and see if it still fits. Hopefully. I'm gonna mark 2 cm distances where to place the stitches. Very well tie the thread in the beginning of your stitching. And I'm gonna start with lacing the sides together. I'm gonna use the same backward motion to hand stitch from one side to the other side. A little bit on this fence of, is it gonna be a disaster or is it gonna be cool? And don't forget to, before you knot off the thread, adjust the width a little bit to the desired width. So I did the side seams and I basically have a tank top now. It's really nice. Actually, it looks so nice that I was doubting about the sleeves.
So I did a little poll on Instagram like half an hour ago, and 100% of the people said I should add the sleeves and 0% said I should not. But the results might be a little bit skewed because only a small part of the population has been voting.
One person.
The next day.
Ta-da-da-da! The summer is coming up. I just really need a tank top. So I'm gonna change the plan, do a compromise. I'm gonna make detachable sleeves. So I still have this one shoelace from the corset. So I'm gonna cut like tiny cute little pieces from it and burn the edges so that it will not fray. Then I'm gonna close them with a zigzag stitch so that I have loops. Life hack 1! You can sew them all in a row. This does not only save time and thread, but life hack 2! If you happen to have a cute little mouse, you might also use it as a birthday banner. Happy birthday to you. Now I'm gonna add the loops to the inside of the tank top. So I'm just sewing the loops to the inside of the shoulders and on the inside of the sleeve. And then I found another lace. Honestly, where is all this stuff coming from? All this abundance suddenly. Okay guys, it's done, it's finished. I don't know about the detachable sleeves. Really, you tell me in the comments. Maybe it's a little bit gimmicky. If you enjoyed the video, please let me know with a like. And if you want to see more in the future, don't forget to subscribe and turn on the notifications. And if you want to show some support that I can keep making more and more and more videos, you know what to do. Anyway. Ta-da-da-dum. Hey you, still here? Check out that video, you might like it. See you there!